Well, the Prime Minister thought he was flying into friendly territory when he touched down in New York this morning. Well, he soon learned he had a whole continent ready to shoot him down. Our new security deal with the US and the UK is causing serious issues within the European Union. When the French want to spit the dummy, they rally their comrades into the fight. The President of the EU Commission has picked a side, and it's not Australia's. Just when Ursula von der Leyen should be discussing a free trade deal with Australia, well, she's more interested in bruised egos in Paris.
There are a lot of open questions that have to be answered. And therefore, one of our member states has been treated in a way that is not acceptable. So we want to know what happened and why. And therefore, you first of all clarify that before you keep on going with business as usual.
Well, firstly, it's none of their business. But they're as thick as thieves, these Europeans, aren't they, when it suits? And it doesn't help that our AUKUS pact is with the European Union's new arch-enemy, the British government. This is now growing to become a pylon, something that confronted the Prime Minister the moment he hit the tarmac at John F. Kennedy Airport.
I had made it very clear that a conventional submarine would no longer be meeting our strategic interests and what we needed those boats to do. That had been communicated very clearly many months ago. We were working through those issues.
So not only has the French ambassador left Canberra, the French have cancelled a gala event to celebrate French-American relations. They've obviously briefed the EU leadership on giving us the cold shoulder. And now, no French official will take a meeting with Scott Morrison. Now, none of that augurs well for our potential free trade agreement with the EU. So the PM has a big job ahead of him in the US. He's over there to meet Joe Biden about our new alliance, and the leaders of Japan and India as well. They call it the Quad, a committee of 4 nations, which has primarily been formed to confront economic and security threats from China. But Morrison is like one of these sand-filled inflatable plastic punching bags, prepared to walk into another fiery standoff, this time in another part of the world, but ready to take the punches and bounce back to his feet. You've got to give him credit for that. So over his 5-day visit, he'll prioritise meetings with European leaders because of the fallout. After meeting President Joe today, bearing a name card, I hope, he'll fly into Washington and host a dinner for the British PM Boris Johnson at the Australian Embassy. And then it's off to confront a number of European leaders, a kind of foreign legion of French sympathisers. They'll include the EU Commission President and the Secretary-General of NATO.
Shared goals based on shared values. Whether it's here in New York, where I'll meet with President Biden, the head of the European Commission and the European Council. Looking forward to those meetings with the Swedes and our friends from Austria.
I wonder if those European leaders will be feeling the same way. Friends, nothing's easy in the world of diplomacy, especially when you dump the #1 soft power nation of the world. Soft power is about global influence, and the French have it in spades. Scott Morrison is about to learn this the hard way.